Health Collective. This is the bunch of health professionals here to help you get healthier, get funnier, and get younger all at the same time. This is our first show. So this show, we're going to have to tell you what we do. So first comes Jackie.
Hello, I am Jackie Mott. I am a mindset and empowerment expert. I am in London, Ontario, Canada, and I am thrilled and honored to be part of this amazing group of people. I cannot wait to learn more from them as we go through. So there is very, very little that I enjoy more than helping people to break free from their conditioning, break free from their limiting beliefs, and empower them to start to create the lives that will make them happy, that will bring them joy and laughter. And just for fun, I'm going to share with you my favorite line is that life does not have to be so damn serious. So my qualifications, I am a certified master life coach. I have many other certifications, but that's the big ones. I am also an author and a speaker, and I just love what I do. I believe this show is going to be life-changing for anyone who takes the time to watch it. I know several of the people on this group so well, and I'm just so excited to be here with you. So, what do we do when we are talking about our mindset? It is so important for us to understand two things about our mindset. The first is that what we believe to be true will be true for us, even if it's based on completely incorrect information. The second is that we build our lives, we build our circumstances to reflect the belief systems that we carry. So when we are functioning from negative conditioning or negative belief systems, limiting belief systems, then we are going to create circumstances that are limited, that do not allow us to expand into our full selves, that do not allow us to even become who we were born to be. And this is the stuff that I'm going to be talking about on my episodes in my column in the magazine, because I'm not sure if you know that yet, but you're going to get a copy of a monthly magazine with all of us writing our brilliance every single month. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you. Each month or each show, I will be sharing with you all about the things that I have learned to shift that mindset, to step into who you were born to be, to step into your power, your beauty, your awesome sauce. Because, my friends, I am going to tell you right now, there is not another person on this planet who is like you or could ever be like you. And basically, that's because there's not another person that was ever born at the same time, into the same family, into the same circumstances that you were, that had the same experiences and therefore formed all of that conditioning and all of those belief systems. There's nobody else with the same genetics. There's nobody else. And I want you to just soak in that for a moment, because no matter what you've been told about yourself, no matter what you believe to be true about yourself, those are valuable pieces of information. You are beautiful and perfect exactly as you are. Exactly as you are. So, my friends, I'm going to share that with you every time I come on this show with you. So now I'm going to hand it on to my dear friend, Candace McKim.
Hey everybody, I am Candace McKim and I am a manifestation coach. I am a manifestation magic coach, and I'm here to help you manifest your big audacious dreams quickly and sustainably. So if you're a purpose-driven woman, whether you're a coach, a healer, or energy worker, or what I like to call myself a soulpreneur, an SOULpreneur, there's a good chance that you're feeling like your income and your impact aren't where you want them to be. And the truth is, the world needs what you have to offer. It's so important that you show up and remember that what you're putting out there, the world absolutely needs it. So, and it's not that you lack skill, expertise, or passion. Far from it. Like, if anything, if you're like me, you've spent years, maybe decades, like myself, mastering your craft, learning new modalities, and pouring everything into your business and into your soul purpose. And yet, even with all of that dedication, something still feels a bit off, or like you might feel like you're a bit stuck. And the real issue isn't that you need to do more. It's not about going into hustle or work harder mentality. Manifestation is actually about achieving deep, deep clarity and aligning your energy with your true purpose. So how many times have you followed what someone else said was the right way to build your success? Only it didn't quite fit, it didn't quite work for you. This is my story, is that I kept following the gurus in business and it didn't work for me. In fact, I hired a business strategy coach and my income actually dropped. And so I was implementing his strategies, but it just never worked for me. It never felt for me. And what I realized is that I really wanted more connection and more collaboration instead of hustle and overwhelm energy. And here's the thing, when we try to replicate someone else's path, we can lose sight of our own unique gifts, and we even shift our values and the very reason why we started our journeys in the first place. But here's the thing, when we align with true purpose, when you align with your true purpose, that's where magic happens. And it feels like magic. You're in this flow. And you stop chasing someone else's formula, and instead you step fully into your own authentic power. Your confidence grows, the clients who resonate deeply with your messages are drawn to you, and your offers, they just become irresistible because they are fully aligned with who you truly are. And that's exactly what I do in my manifestation magic process, is I help women get crystal clear clarity. Let me say that again, crystal clear clarity, and unlock their true purpose and get unstuck so they can truly and finally manifest what the wealth and the life that they desire, the entrepreneurial lifestyle. So it's not about hustling harder or adding more onto your plate. It's about aligning with your soul's purpose and letting abundance flow naturally. And so just imagine waking up excited every day because you know the work you're doing is not only making an impact, but it's also fully aligned with the income and the lifestyle you've been dreaming of. And that's the power of alignment and manifestation. So if you're ready to step into your power and manifest your big audacious dreams, you're in the right place. So please tune in every week for this amazing podcast. And I'm excited to guide you through my manifestation process and help you get unstuck, shift your energy, and create more income, more impact, and the life you truly desire, the life you truly deserve. All right, so I'm going to pass it on now to Vince.
Thank you, Candace. That was wonderful. My name is Vince, and I'm a peace specialist and brain health trainer. What that means is that I help people with communication, conflict resolution, and I found something so much deeper, and it's about their brain and what's happening with them. So many of my clients come to me talking about other things other than communication. So there's 3 things I want you to know. The first thing is clear and confident communication. How does that look like? Effective, clear, and confident. It's very important for business owners and professionals, especially leaders, to express their ideas, influence others, and navigate conversations with ease. This helps them overcome communication barriers, reduce public speaking anxiety, and develop strong interpersonal skills. They want to transform into confident communicators who can lead meetings, present in public, and handle difficult conversations effectively. The connection is to conflict resolution and team harmony. Some people want to resolve workplace conflicts and maintain team harmony. They're crucial for business owners, leaders, and organizations. Conflict, unfortunately, can disrupt operations, lower morale, and reduce productivity. So if you'd like to transform your environment with high conflict or tension to one of collaboration, understanding, and productivity, you'll learn conflict resolution techniques with me, and you can create a workplace where issues are addressed early and team dynamics improve. And finally, the next connection is brain health and mental clarity. Maintaining brain health and mental well-being is so important for both confidence communication and conflict resolution. especially for you if you're juggling a lot of personal and professional demands. Transform from mental fog or burnout to improve brain health, focus, and overall well-being. You want to feel mentally sharp and capable of handling your business or personal challenges with clarity and calm. I'd actually like to take a moment right now and have you practice 4 things, the 4 questions that we utilize for the Amen Clinic. So, utilizing the Byron Katie, knowing what is it really true when we're doing all these negative thoughts in our brain. If the negative thought comes into your brain, is it true? The second question, is it really, really true? The third question is, how are you with the thought? And the fourth question is, how are you without the thought? So I want you to hold on to what are you like without that negative thought? And how can you move from communication, connection, and confidence? Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing all of you every single week and joining all of us here and all these amazing women and Andy every week. I'm going to hand this off to Christy Boyd Johnson.
Thanks, Vince. I'm Christy. A lot of you probably know me if you watch our Friday show, and I'm the one who's going to talk about the kiddos, because everything we do is very important, and everything these wonderful people are going to talk about is extremely important and will improve everyone's life. But what about our kiddos? So there is definitely the element of modeling for them what you're doing and bringing them into those conversations so that they're getting brought up this way and not having to erase all this bad stuff and start again when they grow up. But it starts at the absolute foundational level. It starts with education. And education is not what we think it is. We have been programmed to believe that education is sitting at a desk, working, doing what your teacher says, writing in a notebook or working on a computer and not asking questions, just doing what you're told. And that is a huge mistake. And that one that we are trying to create a paradigm shift around to change it. Even homeschooling families, if you move school to your dining room, it's a mistake. Don't do that. Education is actually so much easier than that. It's gentler, it's easier, it's more honoring of the student, the child, just the way they are. So if you have a child who likes to stand up and while he's taking notes or coloring, let him. And if you have another one who wants to listen to music, let her, because that is enhancing they know their natural learning style, even if you don't. They just naturally know. And the other thing is, it starts with reading. So I think if there's any idea that's more important than anything else I could convey in this little video, is if your child is struggling to read, because reading is the foundation for all learning, then don't blame the child. It's not the child, it's the material. It's the way it's being taught. There's something lacking there, and that's what needs to shift. And my job is going to be to help you all learn how to make those shifts so that you have a better relationship with your child. Your child is happier, they're thriving, they're learning and growing. And don't we all want that for our children when they grow up? Of course we do. So when we combine this all together, you're gonna get lots and lots of great help to help us all grow and thrive in this world. So I'm going to pass the baton to my dear friend Minna.
All right, strap in, folks. We're about to take a joyride through the fountain of youth. It's Annie Nam from Chronically Healthy Life. Ever wonder why some folks seem to age like fine wine, while others are more like a molded cheese that's been forgotten in the back of the fridge? It's like they got the energy of a Duracell bunny on Red Bull, while the rest of us are running on fumes. Now, you might think hitting the gym and munching on kale is the ticket to eternal youth, but sometimes it feels more like we're just speeding up the aging process. Picture this. You're on the treadmill, feeling like $1,000,000, and suddenly you look down and realize your knees sound like a bag of popcorn in the microwave. Not exactly the sound of youth, am I right? But fear not, my friends, because here's the kicker. It's not just about the number of candles on your birthday cake. It's all about those sneaky little stem cells playing hide and seek inside your body. At the age of 20, you got more of these bad boys than you can shake a stick at. But fast forward a few decades, and they're scarce as a parking spot in downtown Manhattan. But guess what? We got a secret weapon up our sleeves. Phototherapy patch technology without drugs. That's right, folks. With our stem cell activation patches, you can hit the rewind button on aging faster than you can say reverse aging. So if you're ready to reclaim your youth, look younger, feel stronger, and heal faster than a superhero with a side of espresso, then it's time to hop on board the rejuvenation train. Get your stem cell activation patches now at lifewave.com/chronically healthy life. And let's make aging look like yesterday's news. It's not anti-aging, it's reverse aging, baby.
Thank you, Christy. So I am Minna, and I am a productivity coach. Now, if you think productivity is about how much you can do, how much you can squeeze into your day, how well you manage your time, well, you're dead wrong because time management is not a thing. So here's the thing: if you are as old as me and you know what I Love Lucy is, remember the episode where she was working at the chocolate factory and the conveyor belt keeps going? And she's trying to put the chocolates into the boxes. Well, the time is like the conveyor belt. It's just going to keep going. How well you put those chocolates into boxes, that's up to you. That's what you control. So it's not really about time management. It's about time optimization. So I'm here to help you with that. My background, for a long, long time, since I was like 18, I was juggling several things at the same time. I was going to school full time. I have a job. We run a business together, and I also have to do with my really clingy boyfriend, which is right down there. So, as you know, I have a lot of things on my plate. So eventually, I figure out how to do it so that I'm more effective. I actually get things done. I'm productive, and I turn that knowledge into a corporate system, which I work with corporations also, but I'm also a coach on a personal level, so I can help you how to be productive. And when you're more productive, you're also more happy, more relaxed, and it'll be a little less wrinkles on your face. So here, it's a win-win. So that's about me, and I'm gonna hand it to my friend Amanda. So here you go, Amanda.
I'm Amanda Johnson, and I am a intuitive healer, and I am so thankful to be here and be a part of the Chronically Healthy Life TV show. So thank you, Andy and Minna, and everyone else for creating this. It's just been amazing. So, like I said, I am an energy healer and a divorce coach. I'm all about helping people transform their divorce journey. And so my passion is turning what can be a really, really tough time into a powerful springboard of personal growth. Truly believe that even in heartache, there's opportunity to rediscover joy and build a brighter future. It's about finding and using that spark of hope to create something beautiful and new in yourself. So, like many of you, I've been through my fair share of challenges. Divorce can feel like the end of the world, leaving us feeling lost and questioning our self-worth. But I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be that way. Through my own experiences and years of helping others, I've discovered that divorce can actually be a powerful opportunity for self-discovery and positive change. As an intuitive healer, I have the unique ability to tap into the emotional and energetic blocks that often keep us stuck in negative patterns. By combining this intuitive approach with practical coaching techniques, I guide my clients to release old wounds and rebuild their confidence and rediscover their authentic selves. My approach to divorce coaching is all about empowerment by shifting our perspective and the mindsets that everyone has already talked about so much and embracing that personal growth. I believe we can turn one of life's most challenging experiences into a stepping stone for a brighter future. Together, we'll work on rebuilding self-esteem and confidence, developing healthy coping mechanisms, creating a vision and goals for your new life, navigating co-parenting challenges, and rediscovering your passion and your purpose. I also offer a masterclass on building boundaries for empaths, and this is so incredibly important as we talk about how being an empath affects your ability to relate with other people. So remember, divorce doesn't define you. It's an opportunity for growth and transformation. I'm here to guide you on your journey, helping you rediscover your joy and create your own life that you love. So I'll pass this on to my friend Sandra.
Thanks so much, Amanda. That's great, and welcome everyone. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so happy you're here. And as an autoimmune specialist, my role is really to help people with autoimmune conditions navigate a landscape that is extremely complex. And as you know, for people who do have autoimmune conditions, they manifest themselves differently. So people have different symptoms, and they present differently when they go to their physicians, and oftentimes that results in misdiagnosis or delayed diagnosis, and so it just becomes sometimes a really long journey and a loopy journey. And as somebody who has very successfully navigated two autoimmune conditions, I'm here to make that path straighter for you and quicker for you, and to bring relief for you in a much easier and welcomed way, I'm sure. And in terms of how I do that is I use principles of functional medicine and integrative medicine to help people rebalance their bodies and to rebuild their bodies and strengthen their bodies in the most natural ways possible. And how is that done? So what we do is we look at all the factors that derail health. So diet and nutrition and lifestyle factors like stress and sleep and toxins. And all of these things really play such an important role. And one of the main things about autoimmune conditions is the individuality of them, the bio-individuality, because they do portray themselves differently. And so it's not a one size fits all. It's not one treatment that helps people. And so by looking at all the different factors, it's really able to give you what you need to get you on your path to wellness and feeling better and reclaiming a vibrant life that you once had. And so much can be lost through autoimmune conditions. And this is really about getting you back, right? Getting you back. And, in terms of as well, inflammation plays such a huge role in a lot of autoimmune conditions. And people unknowingly do things from a dietary perspective, lifestyle perspective, that contribute actively to fueling that inflammation. So this is really about identifying the factors that impact you and again, getting you back onto your path. And what I want to do is I want to make reclaiming health fun. It's not an issue of to-do lists and to make it seem overwhelming, because parts of your life probably right now are overwhelming. overwhelming. So this is about making it simple and straightforward for you, and just making it again a fun journey. And it's also about community, because it's really, really important to know that you're not alone, which sometimes it really can as you're dealing with things. And it's really comforting to know that many people are going through the exact same journey as you. And it's powerful. It's powerful to know that you can co-create the new reality, your new health reality. And these are the tools I want to give to you. And as well, my vision is not just for one person. I'd love to see a healthier world. And I know that makes it sound like I'm up for a beauty pageant who wants, world peace and health for everyone. But I think it's okay to have those dreams. And I think we can all come together and make that happen. So I'm so happy to be here, and I look forward to seeing you all going forward. And now I hand this off to my friend Dawn.
Thank you, Sandra. That was awesome. Thank you, everyone. And it's really a pleasure for me to be here. And I just wanted to introduce myself and say that, I've been in human resources for over 20 years, and wellness is a big hot topic in this industry or in my field that I used to be in. And now I am an exponential health coach. And what my mission is to bridge the gap between corporate wellness and what I am learning with alternative healing. And there's one area in human resources that goes unaddressed. Everyone's talking about wellness and wanting to implement wellness programs within their businesses, but they don't talk about that it's not just exercise and nutrition, program for the employees, but specifically is how do we help those employees that return to work from a leave of absence, whether it was, childbirth and returning to work, or if they had some kind of major surgery and they're recovering, but doctors don't give them too much time off, so they're coming back and they're still not recovered physically or mentally. And then there's also those that return to work from grieving from loss of a loved one. So in that area, it's a total mess. I can tell you there's no right systems there. I don't care if you outsource this or you do it internally. There's just so much going on when it comes to legal compliance that we forget to just address the fact that the employee has just gone through a human life event. And so this is why I'm really passionate about this area. And so what we also tend to forget is that even if there's that one particular employee that is coming back from a leave of absence, there's everyone in the organization that is being impacted, right? So the individual that is recovering, there's those individuals that covered their work while they were out, so they're completely frustrated. They're just over burnt out. They're sick and tired of their boss not chipping in. That's the truth. That is the truth. And then there's also the leader who just doesn't know how to, satisfy everyone's needs. And it's hard. And that's why we have coaches like Vince who does leadership too. And, it's about creating the right culture to understand that it's a work in progress for everyone. And it's not just one individual that's making it difficult for the whole organization. And so wellness matters in the workplace because of that. And what I'm hoping to do is bring principles and concepts from Lynn McTaggart's, power of intention and creating that corporate culture that it's teamwork, and how do we together create the work-life balance and the workloads. So in each episode, I'll offer practical advice tailored to those three specific roles: the one that's recovering, the employee that's been helping out, and then of course the leader. And we have to be compassionate towards each other, and everyone sacrifices in situations like this. And so I just want to show you how you can create a workplace for both the individuals and the team so that you can thrive together during transitions like this.
And yeah, so that's what I have to share. And I'm super excited now to introduce my friend here, Miss Erin Lee.
We all hope to age gracefully so we can enjoy later years with energy, vitality, and good health. But so often with age, our bodies show signs of things just aren't the same as they used to be. Our energy, skin, healing recovery time, and sleep all go downhill. If you had physical trauma that happened to your body like I did, this happens much faster. I felt like a 30-year-old trapped in an 80-year-old body. But do you remember as kids the boundless energy we had, how fast we recovered? This is not because of getting old, but because of active stem cells inside our bodies. These are the cells that can generate and regenerate all the cells and structures in the human body. They are the building blocks of our organs, tissues, blood, and immune system. They also serve as an innate repair system everywhere inside the body. But as we get older, stem cell activity slows down, become less effective in repairing damage, and decline. By the age of 20, we only have 1 billion stem cells left. By 30, they decline by 60%. By 50, they decline by 75%. 60 by 9%. And by 80, we're lucky to have 50 million active stem cells. But what if we can naturally stimulate our bodies to reactivate and regenerate new stem cells through phototherapy without drugs? Now we can with our LifeWave X39 stem cell activation patches. Reclaim your youth and look younger, feel stronger, perform better, and heal faster. Get your patches now at lifewave.com/chronically healthy life. It's not anti-aging, it is reverse aging.
Hello. I'm so excited to be here. Super excited to be here with this amazing group of leaders in this space. It's so powerful. So I've been a life coach, a global leading life coach and business strategist for over 30 years. And I absolutely love it. I love helping my clients go from feeling stuck and overwhelmed and distracted to becoming focused and fearless and excited about life in their business. It's so amazing. And I'll share with you how I got into this. And it was 1991 with a cancer diagnosis. I was 25 years old and I had non-Hodgkin's lymphoblastic lymphoma. And very few people lived with that diagnosis back then. And right before that, I was working on Wall Street as a stockbroker, very superficial. I loved my Chanel bag and the house out in the Hamptons and all that stuff. Had no idea about the inner world. Had no idea, that I had a lot of stuff going on within. Everything was outer world based. So when I was sick in the hospital bed and the doctors were telling me if the chemo didn't work as fast as the tumor was growing, I'd be dead in a month. And just all this crazy news at 25 years of age. So I started reading the personal development books. Don't ask me where I got them from, but somehow they ended up in my lap. And the first one was Full Catastrophe Living by Jon Kabat-Zinn, which just turned me on to mindfulness meditation. It was absolutely incredible in 1991. And then the second book was Shaki Gawain's Creative Visualization. So I married meditation with visualization and I became unstoppable. The doctors would come in crying, telling me I was going to die. They swore I'd never have children, and I kept living every time they said I'd die. And I went on to have 3 kids after the crazy 2.5-year protocol was over. So the doctors at Sloan Kettering started having their patients call me at home. And that's how I started coaching in the 90s. And I've been doing it ever since, and I absolutely love it. I love it. So I learned that it's super important to have a 7-figure self-image. We can never outperform our self-image, right? So every single human on the planet deserves to have the self-confidence, to have the self-esteem, and to be able to roam this planet fully as ourselves, authentically as us, because authenticity has 4,000 times a higher vibration than love. That's how important being ourselves truly is, and that's what we're wired to be. So, so I've gone on to just coach anybody that felt stuck and overwhelmed and distracted. And again, I love helping them become focused and fearless. When you can roam this planet fully as you, authentically as you, then life gets to be fun, and you are fearless because, you stop looking to the outer world for validation for everything. So, and now I'm known as the coach to the coaches because I've been doing this for 3 decades. And my whole brand is life on track, personally and professionally. You can't have your life on track personally and having your business life bleeding and vice versa. So it's all about having your life on track personally and professionally. And like I said, now I have so many coaches that are coming to me asking to train under me. And I'm known as the coach to the coaches. And I just want to continue to share
all of this with everybody on the planet should know about this, but meditate and visualize. And when you start to do that on a daily basis, within the first 17 seconds of waking up, meditate, and have a crystal clear vision of exactly what you want. So the decisions you make throughout the day are in line with that ultimate destiny. Then, again, you'll be unstoppable. So my countdown went backwards. So I have no idea where I'm at right now, but I will pass it on. And, everybody have a magnificent day, and always remember to live onward and upward. So I'm passing it on to Samantha. Here you go, Samantha.
Go all the way. Okay.
There you go.
Got it. I am Samantha Kyle. I am a marriage coach and relationship expert. Most people look at me and they're like, how is that so? You look so young. Because I have a health collective, chronic health collective that I access. No. Actually, the reason why I am in this industry, I am a marriage coach and relationship expert, is not by choice, but by default. I was born into a family of divorce. My grandparents were divorced, and my on both sides. My parents were divorced aunts and uncles, friends, parents, you name it, divorce was around me. And I grew up really happy as a kid. I didn't hate having divorced parents. I had 2 Christmases. It was great. But I did swear to myself that if I did have children one day, I wanted to give them a different life. I just wanted to show them what a life would look like to have their parents together, to have a healthy relationship, to just see something different than what I saw. Not that it was bad, but something different. I wanted to evolve. I wanted to take it up a notch, I guess you could say. And fast forward many years, I got married to my high school sweetheart. We actually went to the same preschool. According to my husband, still husband, I was the first girl that he ever liked. And we dated in high school and broke up once. I said I would never date a person twice, and sure enough, dated him again. And we got married. But before we got married, we actually had our first daughter, Leilani, out of high school. So she's actually she turned 17 this year. Holy smokes. That's how long ago I graduated high school. And we fast forward a few more years, we got married, bought a house, had 2 more kids, and then I found myself on the brink of divorce. I was in a space and a place where I was living this self-fulfilling prophecy. And I know many of us can relate to that, where we swore we would never do something, and here we were, it was happening. And little did many people know, but I didn't know this was my destiny. But I ended up in grad school. I was becoming a marriage and family therapist, and my marriage was falling apart. Dun, dun, dun. So all of these things were happening in my life. I learned all these skills as a marriage and family therapy student, graduated with my master's degree. So I told my husband, we have to go to marriage therapy. We must, to save it. And guess what? It failed. Marriage therapy failed me as a marriage therapist. And so I am on a mission to teach people what I've learned on my own journey, to share the wisdom and the knowledge, both professionally and personally, to those of you who are struggling in your relationships. And this mission is big. I'm on a mission to help save 10 million marriages. And I know not all marriages are meant to be saved. Some are meant to complete. But there are so many more marriages that end prematurely than not. So I'm here to serve. I'm here to help. And I can't wait to share more of my story and hear more of these amazing experts in these amazing fields. This is a jam-packed show, and I highly recommend you to tune in to Uplevel every area of your life. All right, on to you, Terry and Kelly. Can you catch it? Yes.
Hi, we are Fearless Generations, and we are excited to be here. We are Fear Busters, if you saw our sign. We support people in busting through their fears and living the life that we want to live. And we're excited to have all of these amazing coaches here because fear is in everything. And we're excited to support all of you to master your fear in all of these different areas and more that you have going on where you feel stuck. Or held back by fear. So this is Terry, and I'm Kelly.
So I'm very excited to be here, and I appreciate all the ladies that have spoken thus far. In fact, I feel like I have whiplash because I'm just agreeing with everything that you say. It's like every one of us kind of has a synthesis with our passion and with our area of expertise. So like Erin, our mission is to have a fearless world, a planet where fear is not making the decisions and choices that we have to make every day. And what's exciting is I didn't, this is my youngest daughter. I have 4 daughters and a son. And I've changed my trajectory in life many times. Chrissy, I was a teacher and educator for 30 years and totally agree with your assessment. I was a reading specialist and you had to teach every child as an individual. And I believe reading is the answer to knowledge and success in life. But at 74, I decided to become involved in municipal government. Now that's kind of an interesting thing to do. I had a little bit of fear around that, and yet ended up being the mayor of my city. So I'm now 79, going on my second term, and don't see any reason to stop. So just as you're talking about all the ways that you can use manifestation, visualization, empowerment, all the wonderful things that you ladies about, because I took an opportunity to face my fear and become a life coach after teaching, I was able to do that, to live fearlessly. And even in the middle of chaos, even in the middle of tragedy, you can live fearlessly. It's just a matter of having the strategies and the tools and believing in yourself. And I love the things I've heard from each of you about the power that we have within our souls, because we were each created to come to this earth in order to make a difference. And all of us are based in the foundation of love. And that's why we're doing what we're doing, because we're servant leaders and love is our foundation. And so I can't wait to hear all of your sessions. I'm going to be glued to the podcast, listening to each of you. And Kelly and I look so forward to sharing the tools and strategies of fearless living. We're both Fearless Living certified coaches, advanced coaches and trainers. And I am also an author and speaker. And it's really amazing to be able to work together. I love working with my daughter. It's talk about relationships. I can't remember. I think it was Samantha talking about relationships. Our relationship has transformed 100%. Because we've addressed the issues of how fear was keeping us from having the soul connection that a mother and daughter can have. And so we can't wait to share all of that. I think I took up a lot of the time.
Yeah, you did. It's okay. It's okay. That's what we do. We have each other's back. So we're excited to be here. And I think one thing that does make us unique is that we are a mother-daughter team and we span the generations. And so we like to support those who are young or mature to find fear regardless and live the life that they want at any age and in any situation. So we're excited to be here and to share our love for being fearless and busting through our fears and being supportive to all that come. So let's pass it on to the man of the hour. Here we go.
Go. See, I was in awe with all the women around us. I got to tell you, Minna's always saying she trusts me with women around me, and I end up getting specialists of all women. So I feel honored in this Chronic Health Collective. And when me and Minna started our mission to help others, one of my pet peeves, one of what I really wanted to do is help a lot of those people that are suffering in silence. A lot of us, we may be suffering a chronic condition, we may be suffering relationship problems, we may be suffering depression, or maybe we're just suffering from being a dumbass. Like, we don't know how to manifest, we don't know what we want, we don't know how to get there. And there's so much information out there now on the internet, and you can Google, you can YouTube, you can TikTok, and it's, who do you follow? Everyone says they're a specialist, and most of the time they're just regurgitating something that they read somewhere else, right? So when me and Minna decided to do Chronically Healthy Life, it's not all about just exercise and what you eat. It's about independence. It's about your financial, your health independence. It's about your relationships, right? We got people here that's talking about keeping relationships, and sometimes you have to let them go. Like Amanda says, sometimes you just have to let them go. All these problems that we can solve, I can tell you, my family had them all. Like, I'm the smallest of 10 siblings, fully dysfunctional. Everyone's either divorced or they hate each other. My mom doesn't talk to my brother doesn't talk to his sister. Total dysfunction. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are like my family. And my vision, me and Minna, when I talked to Minna about this 2 years ago, was like, how do we help more people? They're not going to just listen to us. Let's see if we can find some other specialists. So over these last 2 years, I'm meeting people, I'm seeing speakers, and then I'm resonating with the Ohana, the family from Hawaii and from Canada, from New York, from Ontario. It's like I'm getting some on my Canadian side, some from New York, from California. This is so amazing for me that we can have a show where we can help you in every aspect of your life. Not just about trying to lose a few pounds, but every aspect to maybe boost productivity, maybe design your life goals, maybe empower you, because maybe you need that little pick me up, right? I think it's so important what our mission here together as the Chronic Health Collective. We collected the best of the best here for the show. And I am so looking forward from learning from each and every one of you, because no matter where you are in life, doesn't matter if you're very successful or not successful, very, very healthy or not healthy, there is always ways to learn to be better, right? I think we should be always learning. And what better way to be always learning but to be learning from the best? Minna, what do you think? What do you think?
Good talk. And you do have a lot of women around you.
Right. So as I have to do a quick introduction of what I do. I am a functional nutrition longevity coach. So everything that I talk about is helping people to live longer. But living longer and not having any friends around is pretty sucky, I got to say. So I want to make sure when we're living longer, we're healthier, we're enjoying our lives, we're going to have the right mindset, we're going to have the right relationships. And of course, I want my 12 favorite people to be around when I'm living to 150, right? So it is so important when we're living healthier to live a chronically healthy life. And that's what this Chronically Healthy Collective is going to bring you. Each week, this is our pilot. Each week, we're going to have one of these specialists share some tips with you. And our first week after this show, we're going to be starting off with Jackie. Jackie, any quick sneak peek on what you're talking about, and then we can say our goodbyes for our first pilot.
Ooh, I get to share?
Yes.
Okay, so I believe that our talking topic in October is reflection. So I'm going to be sharing with you some of the practices that I use, that I encourage my clients to use to help with that process. And also, what do we do when we uncover some stuff that maybe isn't so comfortable? So that's my plan for my first episode next week. Yay!
See that? first episode, and we're swinging hard. So everyone, tune into Chronic Healthy Life Show, and we'll see you all on the other side. Goodbye.
Bye.
Aloha.